presence everywhere in the country, in our political life. The NEC have directed that we will reflect on President Zuma and the statements he have made and his endeavors to launch or to establish MK Party, which has been registered as a political party. We will deal with that matter at length and in depth at the right moment. There are a lot of things that have been said every day, some which we believe are distortions and are far from the truth. But we're not going to respond in snippets. Our constitution is very clear. There is no two parties. There is no party called MK existing in our name through somebody who wants to be a savior of the party or a messiah. There is no such. In the ANC, you resolve your issues in the party. We have had difficulties over time through different epochs and periods of transition and all of that. That has actually happened. So this thing is not new. When people were disgruntled, were not happy about President Zuma, they went to form COPE. When people don't agree with President Ramaphosa, they form MK. I don't know when me and Mathing become president, what will they be disgruntled about and what will they form? So that has happened in the life of this organization. And COPE today is dead, basically. Many members have come back to the ANC. Very few are still on the other side. So the ANC remains. The ANC does not belong to Mbalula. It does not belong to President Ramaphosa. And there's no ANC of Ramaphosa. There's no ANC of Thabo Mbeki. There's no ANC of Mandela. There's ANC of our ancestors, which will remain for many generations to come. We talk renewal because it's either we adapt or die. At a given point in time, we commit mistakes, and then we say to our people who have heard from the path we're following, and then we are on the path of renewal. In our last manifesto, in the last election, the reason why people voted us, we said to them, we admit that in the past 10 years, you have given us this opportunity to lead who have veered off the path of what is expected in terms of the values of the ANC. Give us another chance. We are embarking on the process of renewal, which is what we have done as an organization. So we are on the path of renewal, and that is it. Any distortions politically that have been peddled out there, we are going to respond to them at an appropriate time. And it's not that we will leave them hanging and not respond. We will respond. And all what we are saying to our members, let's focus on the task. Let's focus on the task. The task at hand is the liberation of our people from poverty, the fight against crime, to ensure that there are jobs in this country. The people of South Africa will not vote for the ANC because we had a squabble with President Jacob Zuma. The people of South Africa are going to vote for the ANC because we fought load shedding, we fought state capture, we fought corruption, and we create jobs. That's what the people of South Africa want. The people of South Africa do not want us to come to Moses Mabhida, to come to this wonderful stadium to celebrate, and then the manifesto or the January 8th statement is Jacob Zuma. They are not interested in that. President Zuma himself has had his time as president. He can go look at his own track record and praise himself. That I've done this, I've done that. He did the things that he did because of those were ANC policies. Where he has had weaknesses, the ANC has suffered dearly. EFF rose from a mere party of no percent to 10% during his tenure as the president because of Nkandla, because of a state capture and the Guptas, and became a bigger party. So that is what has happened. They disrupted parliament, and then that is it. And then their numbers increased. They even, in that process, called themselves people who could be looked at as people of superior logic, because they won cases. And then they were affirmed that the ANC is on the wrong side and all of that. So we are from there. And the ANC was always there. And we endured the pain and the suffering as a party. Now we are out of that. The people want renewal from the ANC. Anyone has got the right to form a political party. And by the way, let me take you to confidence. Umkhonto wesizwe is a trademark of the ANC. It's well known. Even if you can camouflage it, do anything, it belongs to the ANC. So when we fight for our symbols and our assets, we are not fighting anybody. You've got the right to form your party, your disgruntlement, call it whatever you call it, but leave our assets. And if you take our assets, legally we will challenge them. And that's what we are going to do, and we're doing as the ANC on that particular matter per se of Umkhonto wesizwe as a party. So I'm saying we have given them a letter of demand. They've responded in the way they've responded, but we are moving ahead in relation to the matter itself. So for us, we have been quite keen to engage with President Zuma because we've got no issues as a party, as the African National Congress, with President Zuma. And we would love to have engaged him before he took those steps that he has taken. But now that he has taken the steps he has taken, we've got to respond to that. And we'll respond to that ideologically in terms of its ideological expression and its standing in relation to how it affects the African National Congress. At the right time, at an appropriate moment, we will respond, most definitely. For all our members, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Good people of the ANC will remain with their organization. And the masses of our people too have always understood the ANC as their vehicle. And that is why we as leaders of the ANC, we have just been privileged to lead. But this does not belong to us. Tomorrow I can be out of this, there will be others who come and even do better. Or I can even do better in what I am going forward. And that's it. It's a relay. But for now, the task is renewal. Renewal or death. And that's what we are about. So that's why we are here in Mpumalanga to do this work. As we come down, you will see our program. Join us wherever we will be and so on. We're not chasing anyone. Everyone, anywhere in the country have got the right to do what they want. But I'm saying to you, when Mbeki was removed as a president, angry ANC members went to form COPE. They were dissatisfied about President Zuma. And then they formed COPE. President Zuma today tells us that he's not happy about President Ramaphosa. He formed MK. We don't know what will follow tomorrow when somebody else come in to lead the African National Congress. But we have survived. We have survived. It's only now where we see that there is a convoluted alliance of moonshoot against the ANC, and there is another one, President Zuma call it patriotic alliance or front. I don't know. He calls it patriotic front. So we look at them, but we remain firm. And our president is President Ramaphosa, and he will lead us in this campaign. He will lead us going forward.